Today, I'm going to be talking about the one automated email sequence that every service business needs. I'm going to talk about the structure of the sequence, so what emails should be inside it, and how you can get the best results. Hey, my name is Marlon and welcome back to another episode. I do content like this if you're new here to help you build and grow your online business with strategy for your online content and your website. Now, as I said, I'm going to be talking about this one email sequence that service-based businesses need if you're looking to convert leads and turn them into clients via your website. Assuming you have some sort of sign-up process or opt-in process on your website for new leads to come in, you need to actually capitalize on the fact that they're warm leads by following up whilst they're still warm, because the longer you leave it, the more likely people are going to forget or actually not take action down the line. So you need to actually follow up with them immediately and actually give them a reason to become a client or to buy from you, do business with you, whatever the objective is. I'm talking about your email sequence that is going to be your welcome sequence. So the welcome sequence essentially is going to be an introduction to your brand, and you're going to actually guide them to a solution to the problem that they have. Now, you could have a lead magnet where, you give away something for free on your website. This is a common strategy. So we could give away something like a checklist or something that is congruent with whatever the problem is that your ideal customer or client is trying to solve. And they're going to desire that to the point where they're happy to give you their details for you to send it over. So they'll normally leave an email, possibly a phone number, depending on what your business does, and their name, and then you can actually reach out to them via email to send that thing, and you can follow up via phone call if that's the type of thing that you do. But normally, if you don't have the type of business that go on the phone or have the time to follow up by phone, you need automation to help you via an email sequence. So this automated email sequence will need to be set up in your autoresponder. So whatever service you're going to be using to deliver your emails via email marketing or through email marketing or for email marketing, or to do this automated follow-up. That's for another episode. I have content on this already, so you can look into how you can actually set up your email list service provider and so forth. Now, I'm going to talk about a simple 3-step or 3-touch email sequence where you're going to be immediately sending out a follow-up email 1, follow-up email 2, and follow-up email 3. Now, you could have a 4th email that is separate to these follow-up emails, and this is going to be maybe the very first email. So let's say you're doing what's called a double opt-in, where someone signs up for your email list and they get an email initially to say, can you please confirm by clicking this button or that sort of thing. And you could also deliver the whatever it is that you promise in that email as well. I do not recommend you doing it that way. I recommend doing some sort of double opt-in, but if you look at things from the perspective of make sure they opt in first, confirm their email, and then you want to do email follow-up 1. This is the welcome email essentially that you're going to send out on day 1. So as soon as they sign up, you want to send out this email that says welcome, and you want to actually just give them an introduction to who you are, what you do, in line with what they're looking to solve, right? So you want to make sure it's in context, and then you want to give them some value in that email. So they've already asked you for something, they requested something, make sure you deliver that, but you want to give them additional value as well, whether this is some additional content with tips and strategies or tips that you could give them inside that same email, or you could link out to a piece of content that you've already got. So it could be a podcast episode that matches the type of strategy that you're talking about, or it could be a blog post, whatever it is that they're going to find valuable. Day 2, you want to talk about something else that's of value to them. Talk about another aspect of how whatever you taught them or showed them the day before or they requested as a download, you want to just give them some more information about how they can apply it, maybe how they can use it. So for example, if it's a checklist, you can pick one of those points from the checklist and say, hey, this point of the checklist that talks about this thing, here's some additional information around that so you can actually get a better understanding on how you can apply it or use it. You also want to segue into a mention of an offer to say, hey, if you want to actually shortcut the process, I do have a simple way that you can work with me to fast track your results or whatever it might be. And you could put a link to a sales page of your service or a link to an application for them to work with you, right? But this is not you giving them all the information here inside the email. You're just mentioning it and saying, hey, if you want to check out this thing, it's available. If you want to go have a look. So you're priming them, okay, at that point. So at this point, you've given them like at least 3 valuable pieces of content or resources that now they're actually getting some sort of understanding from and some sort of results from. And they realize, you know what, this is probably the person I need to work with. This is the business I need to work with. Day 3 is you want to go in straight with the offer and you want to say, hey, so far I've sent you this and this, and I'm hoping that this has helped you. But if you want to actually get the results quicker, then here's what we can do together. And you want to mention your service. You want to talk about the things, the benefits of the service and how it's going to help them. Or if it's a product that you sell, maybe it's an info product, so you have a course or something like that, then you want to outline the benefits. The point is you want to make your offer and say, hey, you can get this now. And you can actually add some kind of incentive for them to take action right there in that email, whether it's a discount to say you're getting 50% off, 25% off, whatever it is. If you buy now, this is an exclusive discount that you get through this email. You might want to give them a discount code. Or it could be just an application to say, apply now. There's limited spaces. It needs to be genuine scarcity so that they know, okay, it might not be available to them right now for a little while if they don't take the opportunity to do it now. And therefore, people are more likely to take action. Now, not everyone is going to take action and take you up on your offer. That is natural. The majority of people won't. And that is where you need to have some kind of a follow-up system ongoing where you're doing content. Like I publish content all the time like this, and I can then share my content with people who are on my list, and as a result, I'm keeping them primed and warmed up. So when they are ready to make that decision, I'm the first person they can think of because they know I've given them so much value, and naturally they'll want to work with me. That's the whole idea. So you just need to have a follow-up process, and the first step is to have an email sequence. Now you could extend this to like 5 emails or 7 emails, or even make it a 2-week sequence, whatever it is. If you have another product or service, you can actually put them in another sequence where maybe you give them a 2-day break or whatever, and then you start priming them for that next offer. And this is how you can effectively implement welcome sequences and lead to sales or lead to bookings or whatever it is that you're looking for people to take action on, and you keep them warmed up. I hope this has been valuable. If you have some questions to me, leave comments in the YouTube video. If you're watching on YouTube, you can reach out to me on my website as well. You'll find some additional resources that should be helpful to you, and you can check out another piece of my content linked in the description or on screen if you're watching the video. And I will catch you in the next one. Speak to you soon.